Welcome to my FamLinked DevLog number 1. FamLinked is this app right here in my projects on my website here. So if you're ever curious, this is my website where I kind of display different projects I've made or am building. And then when you click into this, it just takes you to kind of the devlogs on my YouTube channel. You can also find that here, find my channel here. But yeah, and then we have the roadmap, which this is just kind of generic data right now because I'm working on this devlog right here where I'm building this website. So anyways, but in the future this will all show kind of the devlog and different project key dates and things coming up here in my roadmap. So but this is a FamLinked devlog number 1, so let's hop right into it. FamLinked is kind of this app or project I've been thinking about for a while where basically it's an all-in-one app for families and parents to kind of manage their families and raise their kids, and it offers various things which I'll get more into here. This is just the creation, basically the timeline of the steps. So we're going to talk about 3 different steps here, step 1, 2, and 3, and the timeline of when I think or hope to finish each one. Real quick, just talking about FamLinked, the architecture. So this is going to be an app for your cell phones, your devices, your tablets, where say a family or parents can kind of access from anywhere. As it's a family management app, so online access will also be supported. So talking about the architecture, I'm going to build kind of the back end with Java using Spring. That's going to probably run on AWS. Probably use DynamoDB for the database as of right now. I might change that in the future. I have some experience with Firebase, so and I like Firebase. We'll see what I do there. Maybe SQL even. I don't know. Haven't decided that. But yeah, we'll use Java, Spring for the framework. And then the front end, obviously JavaScript, maybe React. I don't know. I don't have much experience there. I'm kind of new. So maybe React, but we'll do the web on JavaScript. And then for iOS devices, we're going native, so I'm going to build it in Swift, and then for Android, use Java, maybe Kotlin. So that's kind of the architecture of what I think I'm going to use. Now I'm new. I've never actually, launched a project. This will be the first one, and I might learn some things down the road, but as of right now, the domains and everything are hosted in, I've got them transferred over to AWS, so I think I'm going to use AWS framework for a lot of things. Now going back to the steps, so step 1, I hope to complete this here in early 2025, minimum lovable product. So for FamLinked, this is going to include habit tracking, make it easy and fun for kids and parents to track habits and create good routines for kids. Another item I'm going to be adding is a family calendar where parents can easily manage and keep track of a family calendar. One of the things is like kids might not have a cell phone, or they might not have a Gmail account or an Apple, an iCloud account. So creating a calendar where parents can and kids can log in and see their events and different things, appointments and stuff, keep it all in an easy place, is kind of the goal. With that, there's going to be a to-do list kind of functionality built in where parents can assign kids different things, chores and things to do around the house. We're going to build in, I'm going to build in a reward system. So kind of gamify all of this, the habit tracking and to-do list things with homework and stuff. So we're going to kind of gamify it and kind of help kids to create good habits. After the reward system, there's also going to be some in-app communication between families. So say if a kid doesn't have a phone or something, they can still maybe log into the tablet that they have in the house, or and see communication from parents. I've never gone live with an application. So number 3 here, foundation is key. As I'm building it and creating kind of the base foundation for the app, I want to make sure it's scalable in all phases and that it works as intended and is very clean. So spending a lot of time beefing up APIs and different things like that so that it's always working and functioning on every platform is key before I really push marketing and different things like that and add to the app. So step 2, let's get into it here. We've got, first thing is kind of building out an e-commerce platform, which could be, using Shopify or Wix or something like that. I don't know, but building that out and integrating it into the app and the website for future projects that I'd like to implement into this. And then second thing is to expand the services. So I have different ideas, kind of like almost like a dating app, but for friends. So say homeschooled families can find friends in the neighborhood or in the area quicker and easy. Parents can, obviously, the parents will be the ones kind of going about this process and kind of matching with different families and matching their kids up to maybe meet at the park or find different friends around them. Not just homeschool kids either. It could be anybody. But there is a series of, safety features that need to be implemented into that, especially as we're talking about children and different things. So that's going to be kind of a pretty big service integrated into FamLinked here. Different services I have in mind are like, adding babysitter functionality and communities. So maybe neighborhoods, kind of like, I guess, Ring Doorbell does this, where you're kind of in a community and as certain things happen in the neighborhood, you're alerted. I think it's weird that a doorbell service is doing that. Why not bring that into, say, a family kind of app where it's more of a community of your neighborhood and kind of keeping that family structure. And then physical products. This kind of goes back to the app. I guess I'll go back to step 1 here. One of the utilities, or I guess here, the expanded services, is adding games, like a kind of game platform where parents can really look at or choose from a variety of games and kind of allow their kids and have total access and know what their kids are doing online. So there's going to be some educational games and more just fun games, and the parent can decide what is available to the children. And with that, I think it's kind of more like a Webkinz feel, especially for the younger kids. So the physical products, I thought, like, why not kind of build in some physical products into the game world for kids. I know my son loves toys and stuffed animals and things, so we're going to build that out, and that's kind of longer term, late 2025. Hopefully we can develop that a little bit more, but build that into the app so parents can have an all-in-one kind of everything, a place to buy toys, find great products, find games for families and things like that, all in one spot. And then step 3, this is it's simple. Beef up the customer support, make sure that that's flawless. We're going to try to automate as much as possible, but we don't want to go too far to automate the stuff that shouldn't be. But this, as well as this, so like the physical products and the expanded service or the e-com, I mean, this is going to be in the DevLog. It's not necessarily like a business log, but this is a developer log, right? So this I want to automate using back-end different things and hosting it on a server to kind of automate it as much as possible. And that's the same with this customer support. So we're going to build kind of application different applications to take care of the customer support. And then same with the product line. There's various things there that I'd like to experiment with as far as physical products and creating kind of operating systems on tablets so the kids can't take the tablet and say go to Google or YouTube, but it's only FamLinked within the tablet. And I don't know how that's going to work out, but I'd like to implement that somehow in the future. I don't know anything about it, but we'll see when we get there. Then integration, how can FamLinked integrate across different apps? So say if a dad really wants to use his Gmail calendar or his Google Calendar or Apple calendars, whatever, can we integrate that and then bring it back into the app so that the FamLinked app is shared across the family? If all the events line up, it'll make more sense as we get deeper into these devlogs here for FamLinked. But that's it for FamLinked. That's the devlog number 1, kind of laying the foundation of what it is. And I hope you like it. I hope you follow along, and feel free to give me any comments and tell me how you would do the architecture of the app or kind of build these different services into it and implement it. But thanks for following along on the journey.